This new image changes everything. The kind of image that was never meant to be seen. Not this soon. Not by the public. What you're about to witness defies every model we had, captured weeks ago by NASA's most advanced telescope and only now being released. They hoped you'd never see this. What you're looking at is 3I Atlas, a massive blood-red coma made almost entirely of carbon dioxide, an object venting CO2 at 70 kilograms per second like a comet, but without behaving like one. So why did NASA wait to share this? Why hold back something so fundamental? Unless this object isn't what they thought it was. Or worse, maybe it is. And that's the problem. August 2025. NASA's SPHEREx telescope turns its infrared eye toward object 3I Atlas, floating in the cosmic wasteland 3.2 astronomical units from the Sun, roughly where Jupiter orbits. At that distance, most comets begin their ancient dance. Ice turns to vapor, tails form, the universe awakens. But SPHEREx didn't see awakening. It saw something else entirely. A blood-red coma, 348,000 kilometers wide. Picture this, a sphere of gas so massive it could almost swallow the distance between Earth and our moon. And it's growing, expanding, breathing carbon dioxide into the void at 70 kilograms per second. That's the weight of a human being, disappearing into the void every single second, for months on end. Your mind wants to rationalize this, call it a comet, file it away under space stuff we don't fully understand yet. But your gut knows better. When a comet ventures into this region of space, physics writes the script. Water ice sublimates, pressure builds, jets explode outward, iconic tails stretch across millions of kilometers painted by solar wind. 3I Atlas ignores that script completely. No water coma, no ion trail, no chaotic jets tearing across space. Just this perfect spherical shell of CO2, expanding with mathematical precision into the darkness. The spectral data confirms what shouldn't be possible. Water ice is there, mixed with organic compounds, locked beneath the surface like a frozen secret. But it's not being released. Something is preventing it. Something is controlling it. Some scientists whisper about thermal blankets. Others talk about insulating layers. But their explanations feel hollow when you're staring at something this organized, this deliberate. Because the silence around 3I Atlas isn't just unusual, it's unnatural. But if the coma raised questions, the core shattered every model we had. When Hubble first spotted 3I Atlas, the estimates were comfortable, modest. A nucleus maybe 300 to 500 meters wide, tiny, cold, predictable. Just another space rock drifting through the cosmic graveyard. Then SPHEREx looked deeper. The new infrared analysis revealed something that shouldn't exist, an abnormally strong flux at 1 micron. Too much reflected light, too much mass. When the models finished running, they all pointed to the same impossible conclusion. A nucleus possibly 46 kilometers across. 46 kilometers, that's not just large, it's dangerous. That makes 3I Atlas over 1 million times more massive than typical comets. Bigger than 90% of everything we've ever observed out there. And yet, this massive object was invisible until a few months ago. How do you hide something that large? Something with that much gravitational influence should have been distorting background starlight for years. Its presence should have been screaming across our instruments. But it wasn't. It was waiting in the shadows of space, invisible to our instruments until the moment it chose to reveal itself. And that timing, that's not random. Nothing in space happens by accident. July 15th, 2025. SPHEREx captures the data. July 16th, initial analysis begins. July 20th, results confirmed, multiple verification runs. August 3rd, internal NASA meetings, classified discussions. August 18th, finally released to public, buried on page 3 of a technical blog. 23 days of silence. In an era where NASA tweets photos from Mars within hours of capture, they sat on the most anomalous object we've ever detected for nearly a month. The official explanation: standard verification protocols. But here's what they don't tell you. Standard verification takes 3 to 5 days, not 23. And standard verification doesn't involve meetings with defense contractors and closed-door sessions with people whose names aren't on any public roster. I've spent weeks digging through the data they did release. And what I found will change how you see everything. The CO2 emissions aren't random, they pulse. Every 4.7 hours, like clockwork. Natural comets don't have internal timers. They don't follow schedules. The trajectory isn't chaotic either. It's following a path that will bring it within optimal observation range of Earth's most advanced telescopes right as it reaches peak solar heating. That's not coincidence. That's planning. And the water ice? It's not just locked away. It's being actively suppressed. The spectral signature shows H2O molecules bound in a crystalline matrix we've never seen occur naturally. Someone or something designed this object to behave exactly as it's behaving. But the most disturbing detail isn't in the official reports, it's in the metadata, the digital fingerprints that show who accessed what files and when. On August 17th, 2 days after the data was captured, someone with clearance level Omega, a classification that officially doesn't exist, downloaded everything related to 3I Atlas. And 3 hours later, the entire research team was reassigned to other projects. Harvard's Avi Loeb has been asking these questions since Oumuamua. He points to the symmetrical reflectivity, the unusual trajectory, the missing tail that should be there. To him, 3I Atlas isn't just a comet with strange behavior. It's evidence of something made, not formed, something intentional. Consider the mathematics of what we're seeing, the perfect spherical coma, the controlled gas emissions, the precise orbital mechanics, the convenient timing of its discovery. Nature creates chaos, explosions, asymmetry, unpredictability, but 3I Atlas, it's operating like clockwork, like it's following a program. Right now, literally as you're watching this, 3I Atlas is 2.8 astronomical units from the sun and closing. At its current speed, it will reach perihelion in 127 days. That's when whatever it's hiding will either be revealed or activated. Because here's what they don't want you to know. Objects like this don't just visit our solar system. They position themselves. They wait for the right moment, the right configuration of planets, the right alignment of forces. And in 127 days, on February 2nd, 2026, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter will be in perfect alignment for the first time in 87 years. And maybe that's why the image was delayed, why the data was buried, why no one wanted to talk about it until now. Because some discoveries change everything, and others reveal that everything we thought we knew was wrong. tell ourselves stories to make sense of the universe. We call distant objects comets and asteroids because those labels make us feel safe, make us feel like we understand what's out there in the cold and the dark. But what if we don't? What if the universe is far stranger and far less empty than we ever imagined? 3I Atlas is still out there, still venting its perfect sphere of CO2 into the void, still hiding its water ice like a guarded secret, still following its impossible trajectory through our solar system. And we're still watching, still wondering, still trying to convince ourselves that everything has a natural explanation. But deep down, in the parts of ourselves that remember what it was like to fear the dark, we know the truth. The sky is not empty, and we are not alone. If you've made it this far, you're ready for the truth they don't want you to see. Subscribe right now, not tomorrow, not later, because in 127 days, everything changes. And when it does, mainstream media will spin it, governments will classify it, and the truth will disappear behind walls of bureaucracy. But not here. Not if you're with us.